So, guys, in today's video, I am in the car, period. And I'm so hungry. I have ordered McDonald's and it's not coming. Hey guys, welcome back to Wait for Beautiful Things. It's Oguhle and I'm back with a new video. If you are new here, please press that subscribe button, hit the post notification bell. Don't forget to like, comment, and share this with your friends. But anyways, while we're waiting on that, I am going to introduce today's video, which is not part of the Moving Abroad Diaries series that I have started because I'm currently not doing anything to prepare for my move. However, I will be starting to prepare soon. So hopefully my next video will be episode 2 of the Moving Abroad Diaries. Anyways, as you guys may have already seen by the title down below, I am gonna be talking about my high school experience today. I don't know what motivated me to do this, but I was like, you know what, let me buy McD's, let me sit down, let me vent about it, talk about it, cry about it, and forget about it. After here, like, this dog, please don't make noise, honey. Anyways, yeah, we're gonna be talking everything: friendships, relationships, mental health, academics. I am gonna tell you guys everything. Like, this is really gonna be unfiltered. Okay, I'm not gonna mention people's names, obviously, because why would I? I really just wanna like talk about it and acknowledge how bad it was, because during my high school years, I didn't realize how bad like my situation was until it ended. I'm like, that was horrible. That was a horrible 5 years, bruh. Like, obviously, like, I was blinded by the good times that I had. And I'm just like, that was horrible. So guys, I've gotten my food and we're going to talk about my high school experience now, which was bittersweet, but mostly bitter. Period. Not even kidding. Okay, so we're going to talk about academics first. That's what I'm going to touch on first. So, academics for me, like, guys, I went into my school. Ngipuma esikoleni la kade ngiyi-clever khona. You know, I was always in the top 10. I was doing really well in primary school. Obviously, primary school and high school are not the same, but the foundation that you lay in your life, it means something. And primary school is a foundation, you know. So I expected to do really well when I got to high school when it comes to academics. My school had a lot of children. Each and every grade has a lot of kids. A lot. Like, there's so many of us, to the point where you would see everyone new every day. Anyone that went to my school knows you see everyone new every day. So, like, when I saw that, I was like, damn, competing to be part of like the top 10 in your grade is gonna be hard. But like, I was like, I mean, I'm still gonna do well whether or not I'm in the top 10. Cool. Grade 8. First of all, at that time when I got to grade 8, I went out of primary school wanting to be a fashion designer, and I got into high school wanting to be a geologist. And to be a geologist, you need to take science, right? So obviously, I was trying to like put in the work, natural science and all of that, because from there onwards, I would be able to take science in grade 10. Let's start here. My natural science teacher, I honestly, maybe there were people that had good experiences with her, but I didn't. She didn't teach, in my opinion. Maybe you know what, I had the wrong group of friends, but I don't think it's about friends. Like, honestly, I think my friends and I at that time, at that stage in life, grade 8, we were very hardworking. So, and guys, many people would never complain. But again, I'm complaining. Yeah, complain, and it was horrible. I started hating science, even social sciences. I started hating the subjects. I was like, wait, Kosia, I'm like, it's a lot. It's really a lot. Went to grade 9. Grade 9, obviously, we're trying to push our studies because the marks that you get will determine if you get to do pure maths, whatever. And I really wanted to do pure maths. Okay, now I'm like confused on what I want to be. And I'm just like, okay, I think I want to be an accountant. I love like everything that we do in EMS. And honestly, I used to pass EMS like nobody's business. That was the subject that I always expected a level 7 in my reports. Cool. It comes a time where we have to choose our subjects. I qualify to do pure maths. So I choose pure maths and I choose the commerce stream. I took business and accounting with CAT, computer applications technology. I'm like, okay, period, this is what I'm doing. The teacher that taught me maths in grade 9, he left in the middle of the year. Just as we were choosing our subjects, he left. And he was a good teacher. He was freaking good. I was doing quite well for myself. He left, came a new teacher. He's one of the teachers that, like, if you don't listen to him, he gives up. Yeah, because it was grade 9. Oh, grade 9. Anyone, like, if you were in my grade through arts, you know that grade 9 was very crazy. Like, my class was one of those classes that were, my classmates I had really crazy classmates, but I really enjoyed grade 9. Like, grade 9 was my favorite year of my whole high school years. In terms of like fun, I had a lot of fun. I had the best classmates. It was so funny. Everything was so nice. Everything was so lit. So now the maths teacher leaves. I start feeling mad. Like, this mad. I feel maths. Like, hobby, my guys, hobby, my like, one time in the class would disrespect the teacher and he would be like, I'm not going to teach until you're done talking. And they would continue talking. So he would not teach the whole time. It would like teachers that give up, guys. Like, yeah, a teacher. Obviously, there are going to be children that are disrespectful. I'm not saying it's right for the children to disrespect. But what am I going to do? I'm not going to tell. Even if I do, guys, stop talking. They're never going to listen to me. I am me. You are an adult. You are the teacher. You have the power to, shut them up and all of that. I don't, because they're my peers. They're not going to listen to me. Sharp. Guys, grade 9 ended. Cool. 2020. I got a great teacher for pure maths, but I just wasn't good at maths anymore. It was just horrible for me. And then we went to lockdown 2020, just after term 1. Guys, lockdown. We were at home for like 6 months or something like that, right? It was a lot for me. Like, lockdown was like, I did a lot of self-introspection because I was home the whole time. I did a lot of self-introspection, and also it was really horrible for me. Like, my school, like, it really didn't put in the effort. Some schools actually put in effort, guys. Like, my school tried, but like, ukila wana, like, 2 of 7 teachers give you work to do during the holidays, and it wasn't even like other schools put in the work. They would have Zoom classes. It may have not been easy and it may have not been successful for the people that did that, but my school didn't try. It didn't try. Like, I kid you not, if you're watching this and you were in my school, You never did anything during lockdown. You tried the first month because some of the teachers were trying to give out work. And after that, it was done. We were all sitting at home doing nothing, waiting for COVID to go. Yay, COVID, have fun. We're gonna wait for you until you're done, lovey. And then we're gonna go back to school and we're gonna. So it was bad when it comes to academics, right? So we sat at home for months and months until it was time to go back to school, which was really hard. Like, my mental health was like, I was so depressed at that time at the fact that I was home the whole time, and it really wasn't nice being home, guys, not going out. It wasn't nice at all. It wasn't pleasant. So I was really depressed. And now we're going to school one day in, one day out at my school, girls today, boys tomorrow, because we were still adhering to the COVID-19 regulations and all of that. I'm used to sleeping in all day. Now I'm back to waking up. After 6 months of being home, I have to wake up at 4 o'clock or 4:15 and go to school. And I wake up today, tomorrow I don't wake up. The next day I wake up, the next day I don't. It was really hard, and now, like, there's so much pressure. Everyone is just trying to cover everything. It wasn't nice. It wasn't nice. Went back to school. Yeah, everyone was trying their very best. Like, it was a lot. It was really a lot, guys. It was really a lot. And I was, my mind, I don't even know how my tricks of the year survived, guys. Shame. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. Grade 11 is still COVID. We're still adhering to the rules. So it's still one day in, one day out. So that, for me, I think the one day in, one day out shit, like, it messed my mind up. It was crazy. And also, teachers are being drained of teaching the same thing twice. You teach the same thing. You teach one thing to the girls today. You teach the very same thing to the boys tomorrow. Teachers were also getting drained. Teachers were also like, and if the teacher is drained, you as the learner unjan, how are you? I'm not good. Maths was murdering my ass. Maths was horrible. I regret choosing pure maths, and also I regret not moving from pure maths to maths lit, because I could have done that. Also, I wish that my school had allowed us to take commerce with maths lit, because accounting actually goes with maths lit and not pure maths. We don't solve for X and Y and Z. No. Calculus, trigonometry, geometry, analytical, awema, Jehovah, Nkosiam. We don't do again nje lokho accounting hambelana ne maths lit emacinisweni, must be honest. So I wish my school had been open to the fact that you can take maths lit with commerce, because I would have taken maths lit, and maybe things would have been different. Angas. But anyways, my business and account, I had the same teacher for business and accounting in grade 11. Natla bua ka magwenya le Kim Kardashian every day. It was, at that time I felt like, ooh, asfundi, yabo gumnandi, you know, that type of thing. But it messed me up. It messed me up. Fundis. And you would, no matter how the children tried to talk about it to the principal would always take the teacher's side, no matter what. No matter the teacher. One thing about my school, the people in high positions would never take the child's side. I swear, they would never. I did not mention the school's name, guys. If I get in trouble, stinking on my head. But I didn't say the school I was in, so. Oh, you guys might have seen that preview video. Anyone can wear a uniform like that. Moving on. Teacher was horrible. My math was bad. My accounting was horrible. Cats. Oh my god, why are we not talking about cats? Yeah. My teacher got sick, and then another cat teacher took over. And he would teach, but he would not, like, swear on my life, most of the things or half of the things that happened to me when it comes to academics, it was a teacher's fault. I swear on my life. I don't know how to prove it to you all right now. My parents believed me, but what could be done? What could be done? I was at no point in my life where I could change schools. I was just so depressed, guys. I was really depressed because of academics. That's how I get depression. I was never okay. Grade 11 was horrible. Sharp. We're moving on to grade 12, where what's happening now in grade 12? It was as horrible as grade 11. I pushed through, I finished, and now I don't even want to talk about it. Relationships. I was never really in relationships in high school. I was hardly ever. It happened here and there, but I guess I don't even want to talk about it. I'm not gonna talk about the 1, 2, 3 yana relationships I was ever in, but I'm gonna talk about this one thing that happened in my life. I'm gonna cry. I'm literally gonna cry. I was in grade 10, lockdown. Yeah, at the end of the year. So at my school, I it was one day in, one day out. When we would write exams, this is a song, one cool. Saza song. I had made a lot of friends in a group chat called Lockdown that I created during lockdown, which was really fun. And there's a lot of people that I met from my school. I met a lot of people that were not in my school that, that was really cool. But also I made a lot of friends that were in my school that I then was able to talk to in person. I was like, yay, we're friends, So in grade 10, almost the end of the year, exam times, I had a friend group. So I'm going to talk about this later, but I had removed myself from the previous friends and had a new friend group, which was really cool. But anyways, those friends introduced me to somebody who was their friend, was not my friend. I never knew him until that time, and we were in the same school. Cool. Yo, banana. Okay, sharp. So I'm introduced to that person. It was at the point in my life where I had no love for myself. I really didn't like myself. I didn't like how I looked. I hated myself at that point in time. I was really in my depression state, It was a horrible year. This guy is friends with all my friends except me. So now we become friends because we have mutual friends. We all start chilling together. All of that, period. And then there was my friend. I'm gonna mention her name. Her name is Gorgeous because I have nothing bad to say about her, so I won't mention her name. Gorgeous she was my friend and his friend as well. And I remember the first call that we had as a friend group, everyone left the call, and at the end of the call, it was just myself, Gorgeous, and him. Just the three of us. That was the first time I started speaking to him. And then I said to Gorgeous, oh my god, he's so pretty. I texted her while we were on the call. And Gorgeous being Gorgeous, she made things happen. I don't know what she said to him, but so after the call, wrong text. Hey, how are you? I'm so happy at that time. Then we become friends, obviously. But then the friendship that we have becomes deeper than all these other friendships that I have. And we start being like really close. We would have calls every time, just us two with nobody. Okay, the first time we would always have Gorgeous in our calls because I always had to find a reason to speak to him and vice versa. So if I wanted to speak to him, I would call Gorgeous and act like I want to speak to Gorgeous. I'm like, let's add Smangmai. And she's like, okay. That's how I get to speak to him. He did the same thing. He would call Gorgeous. Let's add Lindo. They add me. Because, we always wanted to find a reason to speak to each other. And then Gorgeous would leave the call at the end, and it's just us two. And it was so fun. I was so happy. Considering the fact that that was a crazy year of my life, like I was really not myself. But at that time, I felt really loved, and not only by him, but by the new friends that I had made. I felt like now I fit in. Now I'm happy. Now we'll get to the friendship part in a few minutes. So now it's just us two. It got deep, guys. Like we will talk about our families. It got really deep. It got deep. I said my life. It got really deep, and I fell in love. That was a time in my life where I realized, damn, I'm in love for the first time in my life. I'm freaking in love, and nothing ever happened between us. We always stayed friends. Would have calls where, like at night, would go, "I love you too." That's how deep it had gotten. And then, just as our exams were about to come to an end, he said to me, "I'm leaving Gauteng. I'm moving to another province because this and that." Biang. Biang. Good single. And then after a while, he told all our friends that he's going to be leaving. I cried about it, actually. I'm such a crybaby. I cry for anything. I cried about it, and I was like, damn. But he was like, we're always going to stay in touch. We're always going to keep in contact. And I remember this one thing that he said, and I used to remind Gorgeous every time. He was like, after matric, I'm going to come back, and we're going to be together. Maybe that's why I started being delusional. He really left for real, but we were still talking. We were still doing I love yous. We were still, yay. We were still very much. Even in the beginning of the next year in grade 11, we were still, until it got to a time where he was not. He did disappeared, and then we were not in contact. And I was just like, I need him. And then at the end of grade 11, I started being. I was not okay. Like my dad started getting sick at those times, and I really needed this guy because he was like my best friend. He got me through shit. I got in touch with him again with the help of Gorgeous. Of course, she was always there. We were back and it's us again, and we're having the call and we're doing I love you. It was cute until we were not in contact again in matric. Now what? I tried to reach out to him again, like middle of the year. We spoke, he disappeared again, and then I was like, I'm never gonna reach out to him. There was a point in my life, this year even, where I was like, I need him. And I told Gorgeous was like, I have the new number. But I'm like, no, I'm not gonna text him. If he wanted to speak to me, he would have asked you, can I have Lindo's number? Because I really miss her. And then that's where I realized, damn, we're just not that close anymore, and it's okay. It's okay, even though it makes me sad, but I miss him. So yeah, and I'm at that point in my life where I really want to speak to him. I always told him I'm gonna leave the country, and he was always rooting for me. And now I'm at the point in my life I'm like, damn, I'm about to leave the country. I always told him this. I feel like I have to update him. But a part of me is like, no, you don't. Okay. Mental health. Mental health. For me, my mental health really, like, it was okay in the first 2 years of high school. But as soon as COVID happened, that's where I got depressed. I really got, like, I had a lot of anxiety, and I just became a different person coming out of that lockdown. I was just not in the same state anymore, and yeah, it was bad. It was really bad. But I wish I had taken care of my mental health a lot. And I wish I had done so many things that would have prevented me getting to this point. Like asking for help. Those are the things that you need to do in high school. I was always scared to ask for help. And that led to me kind of doing the wrong things, and then yeah, it wasn't nice. So I think I'm at a better place mentally right now because I've done like I'm at a happy space. I'm not forced to do something that I don't like doing. I'm chasing my dream. That's what's happening. So I feel a lot better. Last year I lost my dad in April. I was in matric, losing a parent and in matric, and you're expected to move on, expected to do your work so you can pass matric, because it was horrible. My last year, my mental health was tested. It was tested for real. But I don't think anyone, especially my family, knows how much I've went through, because I always like smiled, closed the room, sit down, and like I battle with these things on my own. I didn't want to bring anyone else into it, you know. So I feel like if also they could hear this, they would be shocked at how horrible everything was. You get me? So yeah. Anyways, I just want to say, take care of your mental health, guys. Always put yourself first. And yeah, it's not going to be easy, but thing that I want to talk about was friendships, which was, I think, the biggest problem of my okay, academics, I think, was really big. And in my friendships, if you know me personally, I take friendships really seriously. The very same way people get so serious in relationships, that's how I am with friendships. And I think friendship is very elite, you know. I think that the concept of friendship is really beautiful. But when it comes to friendships in high school, it wasn't that bad, but it was really like, yeah, I don't like what happened when it comes to my friendships. So grade 8, I did mention that I had a best friend, right? And I had other friends as well, but we're going to talk about the best friend. I loved her. So I was friends with her grade 8, grade 9, and the beginning of grade 10, just before lockdown happened. We were really good friends. We were best friends. We were always together everywhere. But at that time, I didn't see this until the very end. But I felt like, so my friend was popular, right, in the school. She was really popular in the school. And I was always with her, But I felt like people didn't know me for me. People knew me as the girl that's always with, this is Ulinda that's always with. I was never known as, felt like people always judged me without knowing me. I felt like people didn't know me for who I was or who I am. I didn't want to be popular, but I wanted people to know me for me. My mistake, and I'm going to take accountability, my mistake was me not being friends with her and our other friends anymore, and not saying anything about it, because I remember at that time when I'd found new friends, I was like, no, don't worry about it, like, we're still friends. I'm just trying to get to know these people, because I knew them via a group chat. Now I get to talk to them in person. I just really want to get to know them. And then boom, I'm not friends with them anymore. And that was my mistake. I will take like accountability for that. I shouldn't have done that. I should have been straightforward. But I also feel like at the time in my life, I couldn't speak for myself. I was always like in a bubble. So lockdown, I made friends via group chat, and after that, like, I had new friends, and I wasn't friends with my other friends anymore. But at that time, honestly, I did feel like, these are my group chat friends. I'm still getting to know them. I'm not gonna stop being friends with you. That's how I felt until this one time during exams, that grade 10 year during exams. We were going to write in the same class, called 4 of us. They were together in the line. I had just come from being with my friends, and I went to them like, "Hey guys, good morning." And they were talking at that time about something, and they were like, "Good morning," and then they continued to talk about what they were talking about, but now they were changing the names. Like makhuluma ngomuntu ne uthi uThembi wenze kanje kanjani kanjani, and then makufika another person, you guys just changed the name. George, you know, they were just hiding who they were talking about. I know they were not talking about me, but they were talking about something. But I felt like they didn't want me to hear what they were talking about, to know what they are talking about. Like, I'm not part of it anymore. And I was like, okay, cool. That's when I was like, okay, I don't care anymore. I have new friends, period. I do not regret the friendship ending. They're very good for myself. I wouldn't be where I am. I wouldn't be able to speak out for myself. I wouldn't be able to be my own person in high school. But I hate how it ended. I could have done better, but we cannot cry over spilled milk. Then I had a new friend group. Period. We were amazing. I was now myself. I was able to like be myself. You get me? Hey Jehovah. So grade 11, I get a grade 10, got the exam, we were all together. Grade 11, it was now girls only, boys only, girls only, boys only. So I had 2 of my friends that were best friends. They are best friends. Yo, emeleng pobo afete my veg. Let's wait for my veg utadlule because we are rasang pip. So manje ke it's girls only. They are best friends. They know each other from grade 8. They've done sleepovers together. They know each other, man. Now I'm still new to this friendship. Through them, I got to meet my friends that are my friends right now, actually. So through these friends, I made these friends that I'm friends with right now. Does that make sense? Anyways, it was really hard for me in grade 11 because sometimes I did feel left out. I feel like they tried to include me. You know, I will acknowledge that they did try to include me, but most of the time I did feel left out. They were best friends. They've been friends from grade 8, and then I was coming there as the dead wheel. And I had a support system. My male friends, 2 of my male friends, I remember there was a day, I will never forget this day. They called me and they were like, "How's school?" Normal call. It's not even a WhatsApp call. It's a normal call, a time call. "How are you? How was school?" School is good, but you know, I'm still trying to fit in. And they were like, "It's okay. This year's gonna end. It's gonna be grade 12 where we can all come to school together." Because in my school, the grade 12s would come every day. Because you're in grade 12, we really need. There's no time to come in today, skip tomorrow, come in the next day, and skip the next day. They're like, "Don't worry, we're gonna get to matric soon, and we're all gonna be together, and you won't feel left out anymore." I won't forget that call. That was when I realized that these boys had my back, and I really felt closer to the guys than I felt to the girls. So that year ended and we're all still friends. And then matric came. We are all still friends at the beginning of the year. There's 5 of us, 3 girls and 2 boys. You know what happened then? That made me feel a bit sad was when one of the guys or one of the girls started dating, and then people outside of the friendship would be like, "Haibo kanti Smangmang and Mangmang are dating." And I'm like, "No, they're not." And like, "Yes, they are." I'm like, "No, they're not. They're my friends. I know them. They're not." And then they're like, "Yes, they are." Until I realized they're dating. Everyone else knew. I didn't know, and I'm the friend. If anything, I don't expect you to tell me you're dating, but ukuthi ngizwe ngabanye abantu that are outside the friendship. And I'm just like, I'm questioning myself in this position now. I'm just like, I didn't know. Everyone else in the school knew. And I kept saying, no, they're not. No, they're not. Now I look dumb because they are. And I kept saying they're not. What's happening? But I let it slide. I'm like, they don't owe me anything. You know? I let it slide. And then fast forward. I get with the two are dating. There's 3 of us left. The next 2, they start dating. Okay. Now, get that week again, because now it's 2 couples and just me. Like at first, it was fine. I could handle it, but then I realized these people are dating, and I'm sitting here every time, break time. It's not pleasant. It's not nice. It wasn't really, like, I'm gonna be quite honest, it was not nice. So I'm just like, let me give them space and ghost it with the other girlies, and and yeah, I started sitting with the other girlies, and I told them, guys, you guys are in relationships. I don't want you to think that I don't want to be a friend anymore. I'm just trying to give y'all guys space because y'all are being all lovey-dovey and I'm here. Hello. But I made it clear, Gucci, I'm still your friend. Yeah, I started sitting with the girlies and we would all interact, like break time. If they wanted to go to the tuck shop, they would bring their bags. Please hold our bags for us. We'd be like, cool, like we're all still cool, guys. We're all cool. Nah? Then my dad passed on. I remember the day of the funeral was supposed to be the day that we went for one of the friends' birthday, something. When my dad passed on, they were all like, they would all like my condolences, all of that. They were all nice to me about it. The funeral came, it passed. A few weeks came by, we were all still friends. And then, I don't know, after a few weeks, I don't know what happened. But now we're not talking to each other anymore. And I am confused as hell. I'm like, what? We're not talking to each other anymore. What's happening? We're alone. And I'm trying to think back. What did I do? Did I do something wrong? But also, if I did something wrong as a friend, you should come to me and say, I did not like this. You did this. I will not appreciate it. Maybe we should stop being friends. Maybe I want you to apologize. Something like that. You need to be open, honest, if anyone did something to you. But I didn't do anything, guys. I literally lost my father. I'm in no position to bully anyone or to be an ass to anybody. I was in no position whatsoever. I was in my own world at that time. They stopped being my friends. And then, like, a while later, I hear from other people. There's a girl that went to my friends. She went to them and she was like, one of the male friends told her that I am fake and toxic. And I'm taking in Dabazabo, the 2 couples, to my new friend group. Nah. Yo. My friends told me and my heart started beating fast. I'm like, when did I do that? I'm fake and toxic. And guys, I tried to think back. I'm like, maybe I did, but when did I do that? Like, I'm like, no. I would never do that. For the fact that they're still my friends. Maybe if the friendship had ended. Yo, guys. I felt so sick in my stomach that I lost a father. And now my friends, people that I loved and adored, are saying I'm fake and toxic. I cried about it. the fact that I didn't expect that one male friend that I was really close to, I didn't expect it to come from him. And I'm like, when did I do that? I asked my friends, like, try to remind me, did I ever say anything that was out of hand? Or, like, what did I ever do? Till today, guys, I keep saying, maybe I would have appreciated it if they came to me and they were like, we heard this. Is it true? Did you say it? Or we heard you say it. What do you have to say for yourself? Are you apologizing? Are you justifying it? Are you Lutonfan? Till today, angazi. So that was really hurtful for me. And I think that that friendship breakup, that was the one that hurt me the most. That is the one I think about till today. It still hurts me. And I'm still like, on the bright side, guys, I made new friends. Last year was really, when it comes to friendships, that what happened was really horrible. But I made really good friends. I made amazing friends, guys. I became close with so many people. I even got to have a birthday party where people actually came and showed up. It was so fun. Every friend that I made last year, every connection, still friends with till today. I love my friends with all my heart because I have never felt so loved in a really long time. My mom knows them. We are like, they're like my mom's children, you guys. Like, it was really amazing. So I'll forever be grateful for the connections that I made last year. So yeah, aside from losing friends, bad academics, what, honestly, for me, if I had to start over in grade 7 again, I would not go to the school that I went to, because I feel like there's a lot of things that happen and I wouldn't be where I am right now. I'll be further. I'm sitting here, I'm on a gap year, I want to be in repair, which is working out really well for me. But I feel like if I had gone to a different, much better school, I would have been in a point where I really know what I want to do with my life. Maybe I would have been in varsity as well, studying what I like, doing really well for myself, but I'm not. So I loved the memories that I made with my friends in high school, but high school was horrible. It was horrible for me. Like, guys, it was, honestly, I regret many things that I did. So yeah, that was my high school experience. My friend Rose, I always spoke to her, and I always still do, when I feel like I really miss my old friends, you know, especially the guys. And she's just like, you should reach out to them. But I'm like, I'll look so stupid doing that. But if anything, I hope that one day I reconcile with my friends. I find out what actually was the problem, so I can apologize for it if I did something wrong, or I can clarify that I never said this or I never did this, and like we would all be on the same page, because I really miss my friends. They were amazing to me. Like, that was when I knew that friends like could like really care for you, you know. I really loved my friends, and I'm honestly right now talking about my male friends. Like, they were so good to me. I love them. And you know, it was amazing. It was good. So I hope one day, just one day, before I die, we can talk about it. But anyways, Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the post notification bell to get notified every time I post a video. Yeah, thank you guys so much. See you guys in the next video. Mwah.